Welcome back to the channel. We found the elusive Grantsville. What, second try, third try?
Yeah, it took us a bit.
So
This is not the first, and it's 3 hours from our house, so every time we've come out here.
yeah, there's no signs. It's just kind of out here. But what you see behind us is what we believe to be the stamp mill. There would have been 20.
Yeah, I read that there was a 20 stamp mill after 1877. It had an initial mining boom, I believe in the 1860s, and then when another mining boom hit, I think it was white pine, I could be incorrect, everyone left, but then somebody bought this area in the 1870s and started remining it and then set up this 20 stamp mill, which
Yeah.
I think that's what this was. But there were, at the time after the 1877, this whole valley, which is called Grantsville Canyon, was filled with houses. Hundreds of homes. They had bakeries, saloons. 2 different newspapers that I know of ran through here: the Sun, the Daily Sun, and the Bonanza. Normal grocery, laundry. So it was a fully functioning town in this canyon here, which is completely desolate now. It's a true ghost town.
Yeah, I would say there's maybe no more than 10 small buildings still standing.
Right.
Maybe a little bit more than that. But you can see foundations and whatnot that remain.
Dozens or hundreds, maybe.
Probably at least a dozen that we've seen. We've seen a lot of knockdown buildings.
We've seen a lot of mine shafts too.
Yeah, there's a lot of mine shafts. There's a mine shaft right here to the left of us. That's pretty deep.
The way in a cave.
But I just noticed there's a cave into the hillside over here.
But then across the way, there's a mine shaft.
There's another one there.
So we're going to explore this whole area.
Yeah, we'll try and document what we can. It's pretty desolate out here for sure. I'd like to get up there because that appears to be where they mine the most. But I don't know that the truck will make it.
Yeah, probably not.
We'll give it a go though. Anyways, let's get to it.
There are a lot of little cabin remnants in this Grantsville Canyon. Looks like they pretty much just built these cabins out of piled rock and mud. Or because it's not. It's literally just dirt between the rocks. I don't know what this is. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't have a clue. Here's one that was built right into the side of the hill. And as always, there's a lot of scrap metal around. This one has the most walls up that I've seen so far. This one also looks like it had maybe another outside dividing wall or another part, like it was more than one room, and this was another exterior wall. You can see the either door frame or window framing, the logs there. The original tiny homes. Not sure if this was much of a building. So yeah, it looks like literally it's just mud between these rocks. Here's one wall. And they did have some, looks like brick mixed in with the rock. That does not look like mortar. Yeah, it's just dirt. And then this must have been like the chimney area for the fireplace. And it is mostly brick. And there's some metal. And then there's a pole in there, a metal rod of some kind. Would have been a really pretty wall. The different colors, the different texture of the rock. And it's just, they're just piled on each other with mud stuff between them. And Grantsville, I mean, parts of it were here in the early 1860s. So, I mean, I don't know the time period of this house. And right behind this house looks like it used to be maybe a mine shaft. Maybe it didn't go all the way in. And I started digging. I mean, obviously it's been blocked off, but I don't know why. I'm heading over to that building there, but over here on my left, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna check this out. Is this a safe? Okay, looks like at one point it was on wheels and it had a door with a hinge. So my only guess was that it was a safe. I don't see any writing or anything on it to be able to know. See the fancy metalwork. Everything is so dry. We've been in a drought for so long. But look, I found a wall of some kind. And I literally have no clue what any of these buildings were. I mean, the little ones were obviously like cabins, but some of these bigger structures, I don't have any idea what they were. I don't know. I mean, it's November 1st. We've been freezing, like dipping down in the teens at night. So I don't know if the snakes are still out. I'm wearing my snake gaiters just because walking through this stuff is definitely dangerous in the summer. The yellow is really a pretty contrast. So this is a very well, not maintained, but intact, I guess is the word I'm looking for. More intact building. I'm heading over to that building that's covered with dirt on the roof, but there's also one over there. So I think I'm gonna hit the one on the left and then swing around and get that one and then meet up with Cory. And then all along that mountain there are remnants of cabins as well. So this was an in-ground, dug in to the ground little home. pretty much the sagebrush is like shoulder high in most areas. And you can't see most of these little structures from the road, so that's why I'm walking through here. So this, oh, you can see a little, let me try to get, I don't know if I can get to, I probably can't, but over there is like a little framed window maybe. Maybe this one was pretty sunken into the ground too. Oh, there we go. Can you see that? Some of the frames for the windows left. Can left in that corner. Is this another safe? Or a stove, maybe? Maybe it's the oven. I don't know. It's got wood in it. Had to be a safe. Couldn't have been a stove. Ow. Okay. Pretty cool. There's Cory right there.
Hey,
Yeah.
I heard what I believe is a cougar over there.
Okay. All right, I'll head your way. Cory said he heard what he thinks was a cougar over there, so. Whoa! If I can get out of here. There's a lot of broken glass through here. A dried up pond or something. Still has the mud roof, most of it. Did you actually go in the house?
I went to the front door.
Where was the growling from? Okay. All right. We are going to keep on the lookout for something that growls so that I don't get eaten. This is like a marshland, hot spring area. It's all squishy, and it's probably no wonder lots of animals are living around here, because in the desert, you know, you want a water source for sure. It's pretty. Okay. Oh wow. What a neat little house. Only one window. Some kind of like there's burlap straw mats underneath the mud, or between the mud and the logs. Okay, don't break. Don't break. Very cool. You said this is a stove?
Yeah, there's a gas line into it. That would have been the chimney escape. The top would have been where you fed it.
It's not a water heater.
Well, I mean, it could be. I don't know. The wood part's an addition.
Right. The brick part was original.
It's cool. It's 2 layers of brick. 3 layers.
Aw. Look at that stove. See it. Fireplace. Okay, I'm trying to reach in. Can't see it very well. I also can't crawl in there.
It won't be standing much longer because people keep coming and taking the brick.
I know, which is terrible.
This whole side's gonna fall.
This is an icebox?
I'm not sure. Sure looks like one.
And of course, they have to shoot the walls too.
Yeah. This was probably an icebox. There's little, like, holders for the racks, you know?
Right.
I can't see the bottom of it. It's interesting, there's a pipe coming through right here.
Uh-huh.
And it almost makes me think that it had natural gas on some. Let's move this.
Yeah.
The other one would be water, probably.
There's a stovepipe over there.
Yeah. Which probably went out that flume. Well, but why would they do that when they got a fireplace?
Right. Well, they might have ran the stove out the fireplace at one time.
Maybe. Because right there's a water line and probably a gas line.
Right. Look how big that beam is. Holy cow, that was a large tree. Okay.
All right, we are back rolling.
It's definitely
Right next to me here is a knockdown wood building of some sort. A little bit of tin. Can't really make anything out of it. And this is where we were just standing. I believe that wood frame right there is probably where the stamps were, if I had to guess. We're going to walk over here to this building that's still standing and try and get a look inside. It'd be great if they had signs up saying what each of these was, but
yeah, if they had a map like Merlin does,
yeah.
to let you know what everything.
Hope this isn't what I think it is. It is.
Is it their
I'm not really going to walk in here, I don't think. Oh,
It's just dirt.
this is all the bags. Look at this. We'll see if you can see what's written on that bag. Looks to me like GU 37 475 480. So that would indicate the 475 480 would be an elevation. But there's these bags everywhere in here. The whole floor is covered in them. So this was probably at one point a storage for maybe their assay office. I don't think this was the actual assay office though. But most of these bags have broken open, and that's what all this soil is the soil out of the bags. So we were talking when we shot the intro that there was a cave up on the hill. I don't know if we're gonna actually be able to see those. Let me try though. And get the sun out of my eyes. Maybe I'll be able to see better. Okay, those two black dots there, those both look to me to be a cave. They're right next to each other. Into the rock side on the mountain.
And then do you see the mine shaft to the right?
Yeah, and then there's a mine shaft right there. But down through here, there's a little valley. Look, there's an old barbecue.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Oh no, who knows? It might be another safe. No, it's a barbecue has handles.
It is barbecue, yeah. That's cool. It's not a barbecue, I don't think. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it is.
Oh, holy cow. So this is what we're talking about. Let me zoom this back out real quick. There we go. All right, so this would probably be 70s, 60s, I would think. Would have been red. Maybe it's home built. Can't really tell. This is the kind of stuff that most of our dads would have had in the backyard. At least that's what it looks like to me. Trying to see if I see any more caves in this hillside.
Can you make your way over here?
Yeah, what do you see?
I don't know, like some kind of crankshaft or something? Big.
Okay.
Oh. A drill? I don't know.
That would be a drill for probably both of these pieces. This piece here is probably part of the shaft. And then this would be the actual drill bit to go into the mountainside or the rock. It's a good find.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thanks.
Very neat. So this is how they would get the ore samples, or drill for water, or whatever the case may be. So this building that fell. I would almost bet that this is the assay office, maybe. Because you would want it close to the main site, and then with the building next to it having all that stuff, all those bags of soil, it would make sense. Oh, cow.
Yep.
All right. I think I'm safe.
You marked safe from sagebrush?
Yeah. That and coronavirus.
Better knock on some wood.
Bring me your head.